Hello. We are looking at rational inequalities. There we go. So one new thing that we have to pay attention to is can't equal things in the denominator. Can't be zero in the denominator. So just like when we did the rational functions, we did domain, x-intercept, simplified it, got a whole vertical asymptote, on and on. Those are what we're going to concentrate on. So the values in the denominator not equal to those values, and solve the equation. In this case, since we're comparing it to 0, set equal to 0, and we're looking for x-intercepts from the numerator. So solve that. Pretty easy when it's already in factor form like that. And we're going to take those four values. And like I did in class, if you saw that, I just do the number line like all the inequalities, but I'm doing the chart here like that. Some of the numbers can equal them, and some of the numbers can never be equal to them. Make some kind of notation. When I wrote this by hand, I used E or NE, or I did this parenthesis brackets like I've kind of got in my chart here to help me remember. Occasionally, the answer is going to have parentheses and square brackets together. This is the first inequality where we've had them both together, other than the infinities like that. So I'm just going to run down through the factors like I did on the other charts there. This one looks like it's squared, so everything's positive. Next one, so this will be the -5, and anything less than that, negative, anything greater than that, positive. Like that. Move on to the next one, just plain x, so negative, positive, easy peasy based on the 0. And then the last one, this one is for the 6, so anything less than the 6, and then only that last column is positive there. Multiplied down through the column. If there's an odd number of negatives, then the result is negative, and if there's an even number of negatives, the result is positive. Like that. Super easy. Some of these are okay to graph, and some of them might be more complicated. Let's take a look on the next slide and see. So this one has a slant asymptote, which might add a little bit of time in trying to graph it properly. But we went through, we found x-intercepts, we found vertical asymptotes or holes. In this case, they're both vertical asymptotes. So you've already done some of the graphing like that. Now, maybe it had a horizontal asymptote, and that's not as bad as that. But, I mean, graph it or don't graph it. It's up to you. I think maybe double checking, like I've said earlier. Like that. Okay, so let's just take that answer and just do our four inequalities. So the less than 0 are the negatives. Boom, easy peasy. The less than or equal to, so that's where certain numbers are going to get the square bracket. They came from the numerator, and then the numbers that came from the denominator always have the parentheses like that. And since it's equal to, we don't make any notation in our interval notation for 4. All righty, greater than, there you go. Greater than or equal to, there you go. The individual number 4, remember how to do that right there. Awesome. Is that it? That's it. I'll see you later.